Hi, I'm Richard Clifford from Richard Clifford Consulting. I wanted to take a minute to walk you through my networking group and specifically the app that supports the networking group. We've got a lot of members that have been attending the group meetings for a while and may not be completely familiar with all that's included in the app. So just before I get started, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a digital transformation consultant. I help companies growing from 10 to 50 employees with revenues of 1 million to 50 million navigate digital transformation. Basically, I make sure that every customer touch point you have demonstrates your brand positioning, your value prop to its utmost. So you don't have any kinks in how customers interact with your business. I'm a software specialist. I've been doing it for 25 years, and that's particularly why I started this networking group called the B2B Cohort. I have been supporting agencies since the early 2000s, supporting web agencies, digital marketing agencies, advertising marketing agencies, mostly in the tech sector. And I've always had a team behind me. So I go in, work with the clients, help them solve the digital transformation challenges, and have a team of experts to deliver that plan that I've come up with for that client. So I created this networking group as a way to curate a bunch of professionals that I could work with on an ongoing basis, or that I could collaborate with, because they may need me sometimes to pull into their projects, and I may need them to pull into mine. Everyone in the networking group services other businesses. We're professionals supporting other small businesses or other businesses. We all target the same sort of market of anybody from 10 employees to 50 employees, from 1 million in revenue to 50 million in revenue. And we support it from all over the place, from sales, marketing, from the legal perspective, from HR perspective, from operations. So really, the group is intended to cover all aspects of helping a business. So that said, I want to walk you through the app portion of it so you can understand the benefits of that. Just going to share my screen here. Here we go. So basically, we're logged into the app, and I had been doing before I actually set up an app. I had been doing this since 2020, so about 4 years, and the group grew pretty big, and it got a little broad in terms of scope and reach in terms of who was in the group. And at the beginning of 2025, I really wanted to narrow it down to people that I could work with, people that I could collaborate with, people that I can refer work on to, people that could refer work on to me. That's a really important aspect of this group. We get to know each other really well, from like understanding the quality of services that we deliver, but also interpersonally, so that we know that we could fit well with each other on a team. So we meet like a few times a month. We've got separate meetings. I separate the group based on their specialties, just to tailor the focus of each meeting to that specialty group. So for example, the second Tuesday of the month, I meet with a group called the revenue group. And they're all specialists in earning new customers, keeping new customers, upselling new customers, and retaining customers. They do all kinds of services that support that critical function of a business. And then I have a meeting of the third Tuesday of the month that's called the operations groups. And they do all the functions that support that revenue group. If you think about how Peter Drucker described a typical business, a business is not a business without customers. So the business is all about supporting the customers and all their needs. And anything that doesn't involve that is what he calls operations, that support that other service. So operations would include people like myself that do digital transformation, to make sure that you have a really strong customer service, outreach, marketing, and whatnot, all supported by software. That's what I do. But we also have CPAs, people that are doing financial CFOs, chief financial officers. We have people that support HR, legal, basically everything that supports a business that's not to do with revenues in that operations group. And then on the last Tuesday of the month, we all meet together as a group to get to know each other, to know our businesses better, but more importantly, get to know what it's like to work with each other, so that when we have an opportunity, we know we can pull each other in. So by having this group, for me, I can operate as a solopreneur and pull in as big a team as I need, with the specialties that I need, or small as a team as I need. That's the purpose of this group for me, and that's how it works for everybody else in the group. So when we get together and meet, we talk about our skills, we talk about our client challenges, we share a lot of things that a team would share to support the client initiatives. So that said, when you come into the group, I ask you, and I'm just going to show you the screen here. When you join the group, I ask you 5 questions that help us get to know you really quickly. A, what's the name of your business? What products and services do you offer to other businesses? What's unique about your business, your value proposition? So we know how you differentiate yourself and know who you'd work well with and collaborate with. And then we tell us about your ideal customer profile. So if we can refer work onto you. And then tell us about what other businesses do you collaborate with to support your customers? So you probably naturally already are collaborating with other businesses. In fact, I was at an in-person meeting the other day in Hamilton. We were talking about how good it is to, like when we were in a large corporate organization, we had a specialty. As the bigger the organization is, the more niche you have to be in terms of what the services you deliver as an employee for that service. So when you come out and do your own business, you want to be able to deliver that same niche scope of services. And we can do that because we have this networking group to support anything that falls out of our unique scope of services, right? So what other businesses do you collaborate to support your customers? And then more importantly, where are you located? Because we do in-person meetings throughout the GTA. And we have members in Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, but most of them are in the greater Toronto and Hamilton area. So, when we meet in Hamilton, I want to know where you are, all the Hamilton folks, when we meet in Toronto, et cetera, right? So that's how that shows up as the intro. Like, for example, Jody just recently joined the group, and it immediately, as soon as he fills out a profile, it posts in these things are called threads over here. It posts an intro thread introducing herself to the rest of the group, and that remains with her profile. So we always, we might have talked to Jody, forgot what services she do or the full breadth of services she does. That's meant to kind of give a little reminder of those services. And then it has links off to other things that she does. So if you go and look at the member's profile and you see Jody in there, it gives you a little summary of what she does. It also links to her LinkedIn profile, her website, and a calendar, because we collaborate with each other. We want to be able to set up meetings with each other, right? So that's the whole purpose of the intros, right? There's other things we like to share, just like, you'd share it around the water cooler in an office. We like to share, announcements, wins that we've had, new things that we've learned, places that we've been, events that we've attended. We'd like to share that with each other through the announcements. If we have a question for the rest of the group, we do that through the question group. If we want to share information with the other group, a new technology, a new thing we're doing, new service, anything that we think will benefit other visitors, other members of the group, we share it in there. We also have this thing called a give and ask. If you want to offer something to the group, a special service for free to that group, or if you're looking for something like maybe you're trying to break into a new market and somebody's in that market already, can you tell me a little bit, how can I learn from you through this give and ask? So that's all the threads that support conversations that happen with the group in between our group meetings. And then our group meetings are all listed under the events. So there's the revenue group I talked about, the operations group, the member networking group. But then there's other things like Dorothy, for example, one of our members in the group, she's a automation marketing specialist. But she also, as a secondary business, she runs a fundraising gala. She runs a charity, and she's having a fundraising gala that's happening on November 29th. So we'll promote that because it's a member of our group. It's something she do. We want to let all the other members know about it. So all the events are in here. You can read them as an agenda. You can look at them, on a monthly to see and match against your calendar. And soon, right now, I'm managing this on my own, but soon I'm going to open this up so other members can just add events on their own, right? I've showed you the members directory. That's really important. If you're looking for an account for sales help, you can just type in there and it'll point it up. If you're looking for somebody that's finance, Jessica already came to the top. If you're looking for somebody that's marketing, you can do a query on that and just research through all the members and get a quick little reminder of what they do and access to their other information. Then we also have this thing called members matchup or matchups. For me, I configure it so it happens bi-weekly, every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And what it does is it goes through the group members and finds another member I haven't had a one-on-one with recently. And it sends out an email to me and that member along with our profiles and said, hey, you guys haven't met in a while. You guys should set up a one-on-one. Because again, you can't really collaborate or refer work on it people if you don't know them well enough, even on an interpersonal level or know their business. And things might be changing. They might have a new business model they want to share. So the matchups helps us kind of automate those meetings, basically, right? Um, and that's about it under members now. So a couple other things I want to show those that have already joined up with the group. A few things that are in the back end. Now I'm going to show my settings, which I'm the admin, so I have a lot more things in the back end. But for you guys, you have certain things that you want to take note of and take care of. One of them is notifications. Like you can set up. So on that note, there is a desktop version of it, there's a browser version of this app, and there's a mobile version of it. I use them all differently. I like the mobile version and it notifies me in a non-interruptive way. It doesn't send me emails and whatnot. It just sends a little, like a typical notification you get on any other kind of app. And I'll use that to browse through, see what activity is going on through the app. Whereas I use the desktop and browser app to actually put posts up, create events, to do more of the manual stuff. So you can set your notifications up under the notifications tab for your different channels, the community, the mobile, the desktop. You can have different notifications and set them to as aggressive or as laid back as you want. That's something to remember in there. Other thing is an affiliate program. This networking group just didn't happen on its own. It happened because other members that really provided a lot of value to this group invited other people like themselves. And it's grown through very much through word of mouth. And I do charge for this app because I have to pay for the app to manage this group. So I charge $15 a month. And you can learn more about that on my website. When you attract another great quality member like yourself, I pay a referral fee for you going out and promoting our group. I give you 30% off of what I earn from that person. So if they're paying $15 a month, that you earn 30% of that 15 for every person that you invite for up to 1 year. And that's just my way of saying thanks for keeping this group of good quality, sustainable, and the right type of people and right type of members within the group. So that's the affiliate program. And then there is, I showed you matchups, affiliate. I'm trying to think if there's something else I'm missing here. And it's basically your profile. So they're under general settings. You can, no, it's mine. Sorry, let me probably find it. So when you do your intro, you can always update that intro. Here it is, sorry, under account settings. You can always update your intro. Initially ask those 5 questions just to set the parameters so that we all get the same thing for everybody that's new in the group. But as you become, grow and your business changes or you might have a special, you can update your bio anytime and do it in here. You can decide what you want to share in terms of your LinkedIn profile, your website, your calendar, and any emojis or whatnot. So basically that's, in a nutshell, that's the app. It's called the B2B Cohort. It's run on top of the Heartbeat chat app. It's easy to find. I've sent an email to the group members in terms of how to download it. In terms of finding on the web, it's b2bcohort.richardclifford.org. And from there, if you look in the docs, there's actually a little helpful document that talks about different things about the group, what I've already shared, who are the members within the group, but it also talks about, I'm going to go to the right doc here, how to use the Heartbeat. And in there, it shows you where you can download the iOS app and the Android app and the desktop app. So you can use this to its fullest. Hey, for everybody that's a part of the group, I really appreciate those, especially those who've been with the group since 2020 when I started this. And I really appreciate you showing up and sharing. It's a transparent, authentic group where we feel comfortable showing our pains and our gains. And I personally grown a lot through having this group. And I hear that from the other members as well. If you're not a member of the group, you're considering it, reach out to me. I'm happy to walk you through in a one-on-one and answer any questions you have. And as long as you're a good fit for the group, I look forward to getting to know you through that group. Talk to you soon. Bye now.